Hi my loves, welcome back to Lavendaire. Today I am so excited because we just launched our 2021 Artist of Life Workbook. So hopefully you've seen the launch video. If not, I'll link it down below. But basically the Artist of Life Workbook is a guided journal that I first created in 2017. And ever since then, I've been creating a new version of the workbook every single year. And it's basically a tool to help you create your most inspiring and intentional year. It's filled with 150 pages of questions and exercises on self-discovery, self-love, personal growth, lifestyle design. It's basically a tool to help you create your dream life with confidence, and it's inspired by all the things that helped me create my dream life today. And if you look right here behind me, these are all the versions of the Artist of Life Workbook that I've created ever since 2017. And this year, 2021, I'm just so excited about this because the design is completely revamped, and today I'm gonna take you through like an in-depth flip through of what's actually inside the workbook. So before I get into the flip through, I want to share why I chose these colors. So 2021, the colors are yellow and blue to represent a sunny day, because 2020 felt like a storm that needed to happen for us to open our eyes to things, just for all of the ugliness and issues to arise, and for us to begin cleansing and just recognizing the things that we have to change. And 2020 was also a very going inward year, a lot of self-reflection because we all had to stay home more. And so 2021 hopefully is us becoming like the next version of ourselves individually and as a society after going through this crazy year of 2020. So a sunny day, because after the darkness there is light. The sun will always rise. As long as the sun continues to rise, we have a chance. And that's the theme and symbolism that I really wanted to embody with this year's Artist of Life Workbook. So this is the 5th edition of the Artist of Life Workbook. The first one I created was in 2017, and ever since then I've been improving it, updating it, just making it look prettier, adding better and more exercises in the workbook, so that now this 5th edition is our best version yet. And I am proud of it because we updated a lot this year. We changed the design just in terms of the aesthetic, but also in terms of the content inside the workbook. This year, I really wanted to kind of ask myself, okay, how would I design the workbook if I were to start again from scratch, knowing what I know now? Because now, 5 years later, I know so much more than what I did back in 2017. So it really reflects who I am now, the lessons that I feel are very impactful, the newer lessons that I've learned along the way. And of course, I always get feedback from you guys every single year on what you like or what you don't like in the workbook. And I always take into account your feedback on like what exercises to add or what to change, what to take out. By the way, I want to thank and highlight those of you who left amazing reviews of the workbook. You can find them on the website or even our Instagram. I love when you send like nice comments about how the workbook changed your life. And those reviews and those comments are really what keeps me going and what reminds me that like, wow, this actually is working. It's very impactful, because sometimes I forget that. But anyway, thank you to those of you who have left like sweet comments on Instagram or our website, because I do read all of them, and really it means the world to me. All right, so now I want to show you what's actually inside the Artist of Life Workbook. I'll show you the new exercises, and just so you know, there's about 20 new pages of content, and half of those are a new addition in the goal book towards the end, which you'll see. So I have a copy right here in front of me. I'm gonna flip through this while I talk through it, and you will see the beautiful version on screen. As you can tell, this is a newly designed cover with new fonts and everything. Let me know down below what you think of it, because I was very nervous about changing this, although I definitely wanted to change it this year. So first we have some intro pages. We have our table of contents. We have the new welcome letter. The first main section is our Goodbye 2020 section, and here there are questions to help you review your past year. What were your highlights? What worked? What didn't work? What did you learn? What are you most grateful for? A lot of self-reflective questions, and this is really, really fun to do at the end of the year. Then we have our Hello 2021 section with questions on setting your intentions and goals for the new year. We have some exercises to help you envision your dream life, and the current me versus future me is still one of my favorite exercises to do every year, and my favorite to see you guys do every year. Then we have our self-love section, which begins with self-discovery. Then we have a layout on refreshing your mindset, and this is a new exercise. I'm really proud of it because it's really fun to do. Then we have prompts on self-care and designing your habits. In the next section, you'll be setting goals in every area of your life for 2021. And the small update that I made here was I put the big picture first. So there's dream life on the first page, and then you go into setting your yearly goals and then all the detailed goals. There are now just 50 items on the bucket list, and this is something that a lot of you requested through the feedback forms that we sent. And I really wasn't sure about this, but I decided to finally listen to you guys this year, and I was like, okay, fine, we'll do 50. Then there's the My Ideal World exercise, and then the section on lessons for the journey. So here we still have how to stay committed, overcoming fear, and fear setting. And these are new exercises, one on dealing with comparison, turning your comparison into inspiration, and another one on eliminating your excuses. After that, we're done with the reflection part of the workbook, and then we move on to the actionable part, which is our goal book. So the goal book is the part of the workbook that keeps you accountable towards executing your goals on a monthly basis, so that you don't just like set your goals and forget them. You actually have to check on yourself every single month, make sure you're making progress, and you're always reflecting on how well you do. So we start with the quarterly layout, which helps give you a big picture of what you want to accomplish this quarter. So you break down your intentions, your goals and projects, and then you kind of like jot down notes for how each month will support your goals. And I love the new self-reflection wheel that we've added, because this helps you assess how well you're doing in every area of your life. So it helps you figure out what you want to work on improving this quarter. So this is an exercise you do every 3 months. Then we have our new monthly layout. On the left, we have our monthly goals. You set your main goals and then your mini goals. And then on the right, you have your habit tracker to track any habits you want to do daily, and then some space for gratitude. Then we have a new weekly layout where you can gather your thoughts for each week and plan how you will execute your goals on a weekly basis. So this is a new section that I added because I really want the workbook to go from the macro view to the micro view. And so if you think about it, the entire workbook helps you plan your yearly goals. So you go from your year, and then you go to your quarter, and then your month, and then now your weeks. So it's not exactly a daily planner because we have a daily planner for that. Plus, I assume you guys have your own like daily system, whether it's like a to-do list or a bullet journal or whatever. The idea here is once you have your monthly goals set, then you want to break down those goals into how you're going to execute them by the weeks in that month. So then you would write down your goals for each week, or how you want to design your weeks, and that's how you're going to know what you're going to work on each day to take yourself closer to that bigger overarching goal that you set. Then we have the monthly review layout where you just review your month, you rate how you did from 1 to 10, you list your highlights, and then you go through your reflection questions for each month. And if you watch my Plan With Me videos, you'll be very familiar with these questions. So this monthly structure continues until you reach the end of your first quarter, and then there's a quarterly review, and then you fast forward 3 months, then there is a half year review, and then another quarterly review, and then finally a year-end review. And then that wraps up the Artist of Life workbook. At the end of the workbook, there are some blank pages. Half of them are lined, half of them are blank. And then I include some journaling prompts that you can look to if you want to do some extra journaling in the back, but you can really use those pages for whatever you want throughout your year. So that wraps up our workbook flip through. Let me know what you think down below, and also let me know which color you prefer, yellow or blue. I want to know which one you want to get. I do have an exciting announcement for anyone that's located in the SoCal area. We will be having our first Lavendaire pop-up at the Irvine Spectrum, which is an outdoor mall in Orange County. We'll be having a little pop-up area in this store called KESTAN. KESTAN is a sustainable fashion brand, and I met the owner and founder of KESTAN, and she is amazing. So we'll be having a little pop-up area in her shop where you can see Lavendaire products in person. So you'll see the new Artist of Life workbook, as well as the daily planner and the pastel notebooks. I understand that some people like to shop in person and you like to feel what it feels like and everything. So if you are located in the area, feel free to stop by our pop-up. And another thing that we're doing that's really fun is we're doing a KESTAN and Lavendaire collaboration candle, which is exclusive to this pop-up. So you can only get that candle at the pop-up when you visit the store. Because of COVID and the fact that we're still in a pandemic, I did not want to do a launch event this year because we're just trying to avoid large crowds. So sorry, apologies for not doing an event this year, but I will be dropping by the pop-up. Obviously, I'm not going gonna tell you when. We're just trying to be safe this year because that's the most important thing. And FYI, KESTAN is very mindful of being COVID compliant. They have hand sanitizers. They don't allow too many people in the store, things like that. And Irvine Spectrum is an outdoor mall, so it's more safe than an indoor mall. So that's why it's still open and everything. So if you're in the area, feel free to check it out and also follow our Instagram for any updates. Lastly, I just want to thank you for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting Lavendaire in all the ways that you have, because without you, I wouldn't have been able to build this business, to have this brand, and it's honestly the thing that I'm most proud of. It's my, I don't want to call it my baby, because like Elizabeth Gilbert says, I'm the baby. My work is not the baby, I'm the baby. I'm the one that grows through creating this thing. But anyway, it's been such an amazing journey, and I'm just so grateful to have this community and to have all of you here. Thank you, I love you. Go to shop.lavendaire.com to check out the new workbook, and I will see you next time. Bye!